Hey guys, Zerkaa here and welcome back to my Millwall career mode series. I'm going to start off this episode going straight into a game against Manchester United. Obviously going to be a very tough game. However, Man United are a team for some reason we've done very well against throughout this series. We've done well against Man United. They seem to be someone who, although they're a very good side and although they'd always do well in the league, we always seem to have no trouble in breaking them down. And this game, again, turned out to be a very much similar affair. We start off with that goal there, which is a very interesting goal. Redmond headed it over towards Bittencourt. The goalkeeper came out, and Bittencourt then did a lobbed header and beat the goalkeeper to the ball and actually lobbed over. Because if you watch the replay here, you'll see that it's pretty easy. It's a really interesting goal. It's a bit different than the normal goal he scored. We now go into the 19th minute, and we worked out on the counter-attack again. Piazon using his pace that we've got. Our pace up front is just so overpowered. Like, it literally... I do play career mode as if it is Ultimate Team. I mean, my team, the kind of attacking part of it is very much formed around pace, and it's very much successful due to the pace that it has. Especially with, obviously, Vidal and Piazon both, I think both have over 90 pace. So it does work out really well for me. We're 2-0 up here. Benza gets the ball there and should have done better, and actually he managed to tackle the defender and should have actually scored there to make it 3-0. Ake with the ball here, plays over the top again to Piazon. And Piazon then passed around a bit, but then gets taken down by the goalkeeper and wins a penalty there. And obviously, as Piazon won that penalty, I let Piazon take the penalty, and he stepped up to that penalty, and he smashed it in the top right-hand corner and scored that there to make it 3-0. So he was running away with this game, and it was, I mean, like some of you guys have picked up on the fact that I've started to find career mode a lot easier. I don't know if it's because I've got better at playing career mode, if my team's got better. Or if I just learned how to score against them. I think it's a combination of all of them. As I said, I've kind of finally learned how to play career mode properly and how it best suited to my team. And that is obviously, as I've said before, counter-attacking. I let them. I don't dive into tackles. I let them come and attack me, and then I wait for them to make the mistake, and then I just go out and run. And it works. It seems to work very well. And obviously the lob through balls. I actually took the lob through ball tip from a comment. Someone left a comment saying, try and utilise lob through balls more often, like you would in Ultimate Team. And that's exactly what I started doing, and it's paid off so well, as you can see by how well I'm actually doing this season. So you can see we're winning 4-0. Probably could have been a lot more, to be honest. And then they didn't provide much of a threat. They had a chance there, but Nani dragged that wide. Get put through again here. Lecointe gets put through. Looks like he's going to make that 5-0. But then gets brought down there by Evra, I believe it was. So I would have thought that was a penalty, but he didn't give it, so fair enough. They put a corner in here at the 89th minute, and the ball drops to Rooney, who puts that in the bottom corner to Ruin. I don't know if it was Steer or Cragno in goal. I believe it. I don't know who it was actually. But ruined our clean sheet there, and they got a goal, probably an undeserved goal, but fair enough. We won that game 4-1, and we really can't complain when you beat Man United 4-1 with ease as well. It was a very comfortable victory. They never looked like they was even going to win at all. They didn't really look like they was even going to score until that was obviously that Nani chance and that goal there. We're going to look at the league table. You can see we're actually sitting in third place. We're only 4 points off of first. Chelsea are first. We're only 1 point off of being second, and we've got a little gap between us and Liverpool. A little, I think it's like a 4-point cushion there. Look at the bottom. We've got Leicester City at the bottom and Derby. Obviously, Leicester and Derby both came up, and I'm not sure if West Brom came up as well. I'm not too sure on that one. And we're going to look at our monthly scouting update here. We got from this guy. Not the best of players that he's found. He's found Scott Redmond. It might be what's his name? That was Nathan Redmond. It might be Nathan Redmond's brother, but obviously it might not be. But regardless, I rejected both of those players. That they just didn't really have the maximum potential that I was looking for. I'm hoping to get some players that are above 90, as I've already found quite a fair few that I look like going to be above 90. And we're going to try and work, as I said on our previous episode, we're going to try and work on our youth development system. And it seems that you guys were very happy with doing so. Obviously, they said you can sign some older players because our team's very young as it stands. That you seem to be very happy with that because you feel that my series has that's what makes it kind of different, because other people's series, they kind of sign the same players. Like I've signed Benzia and Piazon, and they are players that everyone else does sign. I mean, I've got Vidal, I've got other players that other people don't necessarily sign, and that makes it a bit more interesting, makes it a bit more different than other people's series. So thank you guys for leaving the feedback on that last video. And as you can see, we're now in a game against QPR, and this game went complete opposite to Man United. There was 1-0 up against us there pretty early on. And again, they just Hoylett does some nice skills there, breaks through, put across into Mackie, and he then makes that 2-0. And I was 2-0 down against QPR, and considering I just beat Man United 4-1 with ease as well, I was very confused as to how this is happening. As I've said before in the past, sometimes when you do play lower ranked teams, it's actually harder because they sit further back, and that kind of counters my attack, the way I attack, and because I counter attack. And if a team's not really coming at me that much, then it kind of forces me to put my players out, and that then leaves them gaps at the back. and obviously they found those gaps, and they scored 2 goals from that straight away. But luckily I managed to not equalise, managed to get a goal back straight away from that little corner tactic. Not corner tactic. What's the thing? What am I thinking of here? The word is kickoff tactic. Wow, that was so hard for me to work that one out. So what you do when you're taking a kickoff, some of you guys may not know this, is that sometimes works. It rarely works perfectly, but it gives you a chance sometimes. So you do your first pass with A, obviously. Then you do an L, B, and A pass backwards. Then you wait. You take some time with that whoever gets the ball, and you hold it. And look at your radar. You'll see that one of your players will be going towards their defensive line. And as soon as they're about to break it, hold down a lob through ball, and you have a chance like I did there. And the ball should sometimes go all the way through and put them through on goal. It doesn't happen rarely. Sometimes. I mean, I think I've scored it like 10 times, I'd say, in the whole FIFA 13. But it's a good try if you guys want to try that out. It might work. A little tactic for you, maybe. They made it 3-1, and I think I pulled another goal back there with Vidal, a nice shot. But that game actually finished 3-2. It's a very disappointing result, especially considering we were sitting in 3rd place before this game, and it looked like we could actually have a chance of pushing up into the 2nd. So we kind of missed an opportunity there by losing those 3 points. But obviously that happens. We're now going to look at our emails. You can see Jed Stee actually got an injury from that game, and I think he might be in training actually, and he's out for 6 weeks, so that's a shame, because we just signed him. Then got offered the job at Arsenal again. They just won't leave me alone. Arsenal have not stopped offering me contract. Like, I mean, how many times have I been offered a job by Arsenal? I think it's like a good 3 or 4 times now. When will they get the message? They look at the league table again, and you can see we're sitting in 3rd still. But Man City and Chelsea have both pulled away from me after that defeat there. Obviously, they both won their games and I didn't. And you can see Man United now out of that top 5. They're sitting in 6th. Yeah, I said that wrong. 6th place. You see Leicester and Derby are still at the bottom 2. Now look at our squad report. And you can see some of our players have improved a little bit. Again, as I said, it's just crazy. Bittencourt again's got up +3. That's an extra 1 that he's gone up. And Martin Zacosta has gone up again. Even though we're not playing him, he's still gone up a rating now. So I don't know who... I mean, he's a great player. But obviously he's not really, as I said, he's not my player, so that's kind of what I kind of taught myself. I read that in a comment as well. Someone said he's not your player, so you shouldn't play him really. And if you have players that are good enough to play there, then play them instead, because you might as well grow your own talent opposed to growing someone else's talent. And some of you guys in the comments of the last video actually said to play Dementes out on loan, and play Dementes out on the wing, because obviously. Because obviously he's a centre attacking midfielder, so he can play as a winger, I guess. I mean, he has those attacking traits, and he probably has that attacking positioning. And considering he's 17 and I'm not playing him, and with the kind of stats he has, it is a waste to not be playing him. And I do regret that, because I mean, it's a shame that Benzia had to get into really good form. Because Benzia's basically made it impossible for me to not play him. So I took that advice from you guys, and I've tried it out, and we'll see how that works out from now on. I'm going to give him a few games there, probably like 3 or 4 games there. We'll see how it goes, and if he's doing well, then we'll keep him there, and if he's not, then we'll see. I'll switch it back. You can see here we're playing against Arsenal, and we're winning 2-0 within 20 minutes. A great start considering that poor result against QPR, so we kind of bounced back from that result we had there. And again, as I said, Arsenal are a good side, and it means they're very easy to break down if you use the counter-attack kind of tactic. You can see lob through ball over the top, and it works very well against them. And we're going to the second half now. Arsenal with the corner. Wilshere puts that in. And it's headed there. It's cleared off the line by me. But then from that we then counter attack. Benzia with the ball here. Holds on to it. Plays a free ball over to Piazon. See that massive gap that's over to the left hand side. I saw that gap. Played it through to Vidal. Vidal with the ball there. Poor touch. And that is then wasted. So pretty poor. There's not even a pretty poor touch. It's an awful touch by Vidal there. You wouldn't really say that from Vidal. Bittencourt with the ball here, has a shot and it's deflected, and it actually goes in, so it's a pre-AIDS goal for me to score. You see, like, I have the shot, and watch the replay actually, we watched the replay. Yeah, shoot there, it comes off of his leg, and it sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that makes it then 3-0. So obviously, when I'm 3-0 up, I'm going to make some substitutions. We're comfortable, so I might as well bring on Pursehouse, who's our new youth goalkeeper, for one Ebanks Landell, because some of you guys said that he has very good stats for his age, so I should try and give him a couple of games. Ebanks Landell actually has a shot there, and he just goes narrowly wide. I mean, great if he had scored that goal. But that game finished 3-0, and again, we're going to go look at the league table for the last time in this episode. And we'll see what's going down. We're still sitting in 3rd place. We caught up with Man City. We're only a 2-point gap, or 2 points behind Man City, and 5 points away from Chelsea at the top. So doing pretty well. I mean, we could actually have a chance of winning the title, and we'll see what we can do. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. If you have any feedback to give, any tips, then please leave a comment as always. And if you want to check out my video on the screen now, you can click on the left hand side of the screen. And if you want to check out my second channel, you can click on the right hand side of the screen as always. And I shall see you guys soon. Goodbye. Bye.